How to disable scary terminal commands. How do you disable scary terminal commands? I was using SSH to access a remote Ubuntu server without access to the physical server. I thought I was typing shutdown into the NoSQL server running on the Ubuntu OS, but actually I told the Ubuntu server to shut down. Then I had to tell the server admin what I did so that he could start up the physical server for me. That was embarrassing. How can I keep this from happening again?
The standard answer is don't log in as root. All commands run as root are scary. If that isn't an option, you could put some alias commands into your .bash to disable commands you find especially scary. For example, then, if you type shutdown, you will get the following message. Make sure your .bash has loaded first before you try this on a production server. Quitting your current SSH session and logging in again, or using .bash should load /run bash. Perhaps try running rm without any arguments to make sure your server hasn't disabled automatically loading .bash on logins or similar. Note that if you are primarily concerned with halt and shutdown, you could consider installing mollyguard, which will make you type the hostname before shutting down the machine. This is more useful if you regularly shut down whole OCs on the command line, but want to make sure you are shutting down the right one. You could also try this with the less scary commands such as logout or exit.
Sudo exists for a reason, use it. When your command, in this case an interactive CLI, is finished, you're dumped back to your user level shell, not a root shell. There are very few worthy reasons to be in a root shell. I'm surprised that this isn't already an answer. Having said that, don't be a muppet that uses sudo for everything. Understand what you're doing, and understand why it doesn't require root privileges. Additionally, you can differentiate your prompt for root user shells. This also makes it more obvious that you're back at the shell prompt and not some other CLI. Mine is very colorful and has lots of useful information, such as the hostname, which makes it very simple to know what host the command will execute on, and also makes it easier to look back through your history and locate prompts. A root shell uses the default prompt. This is more suitable to use on your account, but if you're taking security/sysadmining seriously, then you won't be sharing passwords/accounts, and you won't be sitting in a root shell without being fully aware. As people have said over and over and over again, aliasing commands to make a safe environment is a bad idea. You're going to get comfortable in your safe environment, typing those scary commands where you shouldn't. Then one day you'll change jobs or log into a new machine, and then boom, whoopsie, I didn't mean to, I'm sorry.
The package mollyguard, at least on Debian-derived systems, will install a wrapper around shutdown, halt, power off, and reboot. If it detects that the terminal is a remote one, then it will prompt for the host's name. If it doesn't match, then the command is cancelled.
I accepted an answer that I like a lot. However, if anyone else is reading and want a simpler answer, here is mine. Find the bashrc file and put as the last line. Then when you type shutdown you get something like ~bash column not for roos is not a command. This might be silly, but it is simple and it works. I do appreciate answers with better ways to do this, however.
you want to support the channel, please consider subscribing.